be seeing a little bit more movement in my sights with that larger caliber, and I had to put all of my brain power in toward, just holding that thing still, and as we like to say, ride the lightning. Hi guys, this is Krystal from Practical Shooting Explained, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about kind of what I'm working on this year in my competition shooting and what my challenges are right now. So last year I came from a division where you're essentially having to shoot 9mm to a division where you're essentially having to shoot 40 caliber. And the point for that is that there's more recoil, there's a little bit more kick obviously out of that higher caliber, so you get more points for that. So that was kind of what drew me back into this division this year. So if any of you've ever gone from shooting that smaller caliber, that 9mm, to something like a 40 or 45, that it's a little bit more of a challenge. So there's some things I had to do this year to really kind of hone in my shooting, and some challenges that I'm still working with and still facing when doing that. So I had to basically get out there and just put a lot of rounds downrange. I had to put a lot of rounds through this gun to really start to get comfortable, right? Just get that feel for that more recoil, get that feel for where I'm hitting. I shot lots of different targets. I shot steel, I shot cardboard, paper targets, further out, tighter shots. Sometimes, you put something on there to make it more of just like a partial target that you have available to you. So I had to do a lot of things to start to get comfortable. So that was the first step. The other thing that I really struggled with was fighting it. I felt like I wanted to fight the recoil of the gun and really just wrestle it down. And I finally got to the point where I just had to learn that I would be seeing something different. I'd be seeing a little bit more movement in my sights with that larger caliber, and I had to put all of my brain power in toward, just holding that thing still, and as we like to say, ride the lightning, versus trying to kind of fight it and control it and just pulling all of those shots down all the time. So I shot a match, my first one of this season, switching back to this 40 last weekend, and I shot really well. I was really excited. Nothing too hard as far as targets being too far out, but I felt like I had some good movement. I was shooting the gun straight, hitting where I wanted to, and it was a ton of fun, but I also felt like I had gotten some progress in that. So then I shot one this last weekend, yesterday, and it was a little bit more of a challenge. We had some tougher targets where there's a lot less, a lot of smaller target available, a lot longer distances, and that was a little bit more of a challenge. I even found myself realizing that some of those fundamentals, like letting my grip not be nice and firm and let that grip break, that was causing me some problems. So I would essentially come hauling butt into place, getting ready to shoot this target that's right up in front of me. It's a huge target right there, and end up getting a miss, and then you get a penalty, right? Because I wasn't respecting that and thinking it was too easy, but then really taking my time and focusing on those far ones and getting my hits. So that's kind of my challenge right now, is just continuing to get comfortable with it, work with it, and remember, for me, I gotta really hold that grip in there really tight, and just kind of ride the lightning, seeing my sights with that higher recoil of that 40 caliber. So that's kind of what I'm working on. I'm excited to keep progressing through this season while focusing on some different drills to get me better at that. And I look forward to keeping you guys updated for my next match. So thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.